Are you someone who is conscientious and ethical with a strong sense of right and wrong? Are you a teacher, a crusader, an advocate for change, always striving to improve things but afraid of making a mistake? Then it is likely that you are a type 1 of the 9 Enneagram personalities. Today we will be going in detail of type 1 and how you can identify if you are type 1. If you find out you identify as type 1, in this video you're going to learn your basic fears and desires so you can push through them. GlobalBazaar.com. Type 1s are well-organized, orderly, and fastidious. They try to maintain high standards but can slip into being critical and perfectionistic. They typically have problems with resentment and impatience. At their very best, they can be wise, discerning, realistic, and noble. They can be morally heroic. The official name for type 1s are the reformer. The basic fear of a reformer is being corrupt or evil or defective. The basic desire of type 1s are to be good, to have integrity, and to be balanced. The two wings that connect with Enneagram type 1s are the 9 wing, the idealist, and the 2 wing, the advocate. The key motivations for the reformer are wanting to be right, to strive higher and improve everything, to be consistent with their ideals, to justify themselves, and to be beyond criticism so as to not be condemned by anyone. Personality type 1 is named the reformer because 1s have a sense of mission that leads them to want to improve the world in various ways, using whatever degree of influence they have. They strive to overcome adversity, particularly moral adversity, so that the human spirit can shine through and make a difference. They strive after higher values, even at the cost of great personal sacrifice. 1s are people of practical action. They wish to be useful in the best sense of the word. On some level of consciousness, they feel that they have a mission to fulfill in life, if only to try their best to reduce the disorder they see in their environment. Although 1s have a strong sense of purpose, they also typically feel that they have to justify their actions to themselves and often to others as well. This orientation causes 1s to spend a lot of time thinking about the consequences of their actions, as well as about how to keep from acting contrary to their convictions. Because of this, 1s often persuade themselves that they are head types, rationalists who proceed only on logic and objective truth. But the real picture is somewhat different. 1s are actually activists who are searching for an acceptable rationale for what they feel they must do. They are people of instinct and passion who use convictions and judgments to control and direct themselves and their actions. In the effort to stay true to their principles, 1s resist being affected by their instinctual drives, consciously not giving into them or expressing them too freely. The result is a personality type that has problems with repression, resistance, and aggression. They are usually seen by others as highly self-controlled, even rigid, although this is not how 1s experience themselves. It seems to them that they are sitting on a cauldron of passions and desires, and they had better keep the lid on lest they and everyone else around them regret it. 1s believe that being strict with themselves and eventually becoming perfect will justify them in their own eyes and in the eyes of others. But by attempting to create their own brand of perfection, they often create their own personal hell. Instead of agreeing with the statement in Genesis that God saw what he had created and it was good, 1s intensely feel that it wasn't. There obviously have been some mistakes here. This orientation makes it difficult for them to trust their inner guidance, indeed to trust life, so 1s come to rely heavily on their superego, a learned voice from their childhood, to guide them toward the greater good which they so passionately seek. When 1s have gotten completely entranced in their personality, there is little distinction between them and this severe, unforgiving voice. Separating from it and seeing its genuine strengths and limitations is what growth for 1s is about. If this sounds like you, I encourage you to do more research on this personality type and how you can become a more complete person through it. Thank you for listening, and I hope we were able to expand your consciousness. For more info like this, head over to GlobalBazaar.com.